Your paycheck hits on Friday. By Monday, it's already split into 5 different things in your head. Rent, bills, streaming, that other bill you forgot, whatever's left. You haven't spent a dime yet, but in your head, the money's already gone. Here's why that happens. Most people run one bank account. Money comes in, bills go out. Whatever's left is extra, and extra always disappears. You've probably tried a budget spreadsheet before, lasted maybe 3 weeks. That's not because you lack discipline, it's because the spreadsheet lives in an app you forget to open. What actually works isn't a smarter tracking system. It's tricking the part of your brain that decides this money is safe to spend versus this money isn't mine to touch. And there's an entire system built around exactly that. Here's the mechanism. Nobel-winning economist Richard Thaler laid this out in a 1999 paper called Mental Accounting Matters. The idea that your brain doesn't treat money as one interchangeable pile. It sorts money into separate mental buckets the moment it arrives, and money sitting in a bucket labeled rent feels untouchable, while money sitting in a bucket labeled whatever's left feels free to blow. Why should you care? Because this isn't a flaw to fix. Researchers Dilip Soman and Amar Chima actually tested it in the real world. They gave day laborers in Pune, India cash in envelopes labeled for their kids' education. Workers who split that money into 2 labeled envelopes instead of 1 saved 72% more. 414 rupees versus 241. Same income, same people, just because the money had a label and a physical wall around it. That's not a hack, that's your own brain used correctly. That's exactly what Harv Eker built into a system in his book, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. 6 labeled jars, 6 fixed percentages. Every paycheck split the same way before you touch a single dollar of it. Jar 1, necessities, 55%. Rent, groceries, bills, the stuff that keeps the lights on. This is the biggest jar for a reason. It forces you to live on just over half your income. That sounds brutal until you realize most people already spend way more than that, just without a plan warning them. Jar 2, financial freedom, 10%. This one you never touch, never. It only grows. Investments, retirement, the money that eventually replaces your paycheck. Eker's whole argument, most people wait until they're rich enough to start this jar. The system flips that. You start with your very first paycheck, even if it's $5. Jar 3, long-term savings for spending, 10%. Different from jar 2, this is for stuff you will spend eventually. A car repair, a trip, a new couch, just not today. Keeping this separate means one unexpected bill doesn't destroy your financial freedom jar. Jar 4, education, 10%. Books, courses, anything that raises your ability to earn. The logic, your income ceiling is set by your skills, and most people never set aside a cent to raise that ceiling. Jar 5, play, 10%. This one is non-negotiable too. You're required to blow this jar on something fun, guilt-free, every single month. Eker's reasoning, if there's 0 jar for enjoyment, you'll eventually raid the other 5 out of pure resentment, and the whole system collapses. Jar 6, give, 5%. Charity, gifts, causes you care about, keeps money from becoming purely about hoarding. Here's the reframe. This was never about having enough discipline to resist spending. It's about never letting undivided money exist in the first place. The moment your paycheck lands, it's already split, already labeled, already assigned a job. The same trick that got those day laborers in Pune to save 72% more, except now it's running automatically on your money instead of manually in your head. Quick gut check. Take your next paycheck and run the numbers right now. 55% for necessities, 10% each for financial freedom, long-term savings and education, 10% for play, 5% to give. If your necessities jar alone is already bigger than 55% of what you bring home, that's not a budgeting problem. That number is telling you your fixed costs, not your spending habits, are the real fight. Let's make this real for a second. Picture two people making the exact same paycheck. One keeps it all in a single checking account, pays what's due, spends whatever's left, calls it being pretty good with money. The other splits it into 6 jars the day it lands, physical envelopes or 6 separate bank sub-accounts, doesn't matter which. 5 years in, the first person has a checking account that goes up and down with the month and basically nothing built. The second one has a financial freedom jar that's been compounding untouched since day one, an education jar that paid for the certification that got her a raise, and she still went out for a nice dinner every month the whole time. Same income. The only difference was whether the money had a job before it had a chance to disappear. Your paycheck isn't the problem. The fact that it's undivided is. Next week, I'll show you how to set these jars up in an actual bank without needing 6 physical envelopes on your kitchen counter.
Frank about money. Keep the gap, get free.